You want to know which game is better? Well, I'll be comparing them by some things, like its game modes and events, units and enemies, features, maps and other things. So like, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Exhibit A, the game modes. As you can see, Toilet Tower Defense only has 6 game modes, but Skibi Defense has a whole 18 game modes. So that's 1 point for Skibi Defense. Now, in terms of how good the difficulties are, for the easy mode / chapter 1, Skibi Defense is better. For the medium mode chapter 2, Skibi Defense is better. For the hard mode / chapter 3 or 4, TTD is better. For the nightmare mode / chapter 5 or 6, TTD is better. For the abysmal mode / nightmare chapters, Skibi Defense is better. For the 2 endless modes, TTD is better. That was a tie, so both OF the games gets a point. Next up, the events. As you can see, Toilet Tower Defense has 8 events, but Skibi Defense only has 3 events, so that's 1 point for TTD. But what matters is how good the events are. To be fair, TTD is better because almost all the game modes has its own currency, event pass, more themed units and enemies, and also the map. But Skibi Defense only has the battle pass, reskin enemies, 1 themed unit and a random map per event. TTD's events are overall better, plus 1 point. Now moving on to Exhibit B, the units and enemies. By the time of Drill Event Part 1, TTD has exactly 239 units and over 111 enemies, while Skibi Defense has 80 units and about 36 enemies by the time of the birthday event, so that's another point for TTD. But how to obtain the unit? To obtain a unit in TTD, you need luck cause you gamble your coins for a chance to get the unit you want, which can be very annoying since it's based on luck and there's no pity system. But in Skibi Defense you can straight up buy the unit, you just need enough credits. Skibi Defense is way more convenient so it gets a point. As for the balancing, Skibi Defense gets another point, and I'm pretty sure you know why. And lastly, the designs and quality, which is not even fair to compare cause this is UTTM in TTD, and this is the UTTM in Skibi Defense. So that means that Skibi Defense gets another point. Now, on to Exhibit C, the features. Here are the features that both of the game have. Features that are exclusive to TTD, and features that are exclusive to Skibi Defense. Well, looks like it's a tie. But how useful are the features? This feature helps with buying / selling units. This one gives people another motive for grinding. This one helps with sending gifts. This one gives VIP people rewards. This allows people to be more competitive. These helps for convenience. This helps bring back nostalgia. But moving on to Skibi Defense's features, this feature stops time. These gives a way to make units even stronger. These helps for convenience. This one spices up the gameplay. This one allows people to have more slots. And this one gets people to play the game. And if we added all the youth level up, we can see that TTDD has more youth levels. So that's 1 point for TTD. And on to Exhibit D, the maps. TTD maps include Toilet City, Desert, Cameraman HQ, Toilet HQ, Palm Paradise, Toilet Lab, Ohio, Pencil World, Drill World, Turkey Town, the North Pole, Graveyard, Pumpkin Patch, and the Crossroads. Skibi Defense maps includes the City, Camera HQ, San Megapolis, Desert Airport, the Coliseum, the OG map, the Border, and the Halloween map. And since TTD has more maps, it gets a point. But yet again, we need to compare the quality. This is the city map in details in TTD. This is the city map in details in Skibi Defense. Well, some people may think that Skibi Defense's map has better details. But you have to remember that size matter too, cause the larger the map, the more details the devs can add. And since the Skibi Defense maps are massive, which means that it has more room for details. So I have to say it's a tie. And for the haters thinking this is absolute BS, like I said, the map has to be big since the Titans in Skibi Defense are absolutely massive. So yeah, it's a tie. And on to the last part, Exhibit E, other stuff. 1. The free-to-playness. And I'm very disappointed in TTD for this. It's way to pay to win. Like, look at this. All 5 of these game passes require Robux, except for the clan creator, cause you can buy it for an ungodly amount of 100,000 gems. Not to mention, it costs 7,499 Robux to buy 10,000 gems. Oh wait, I didn't mention you can pay for gems. Well, you can also pay for coins. You get the gist of it. There's plenty more pay to win stuff too. But moving on to Skibi Defense. They legit made pay to win non-existence when they added premium coins, which you can get from the playtime rewards, and you convert currency with it, buy game passes with it, and even packs. So Skibi Defense gets a point for that. What about the gameplay? While Toilet Tower Defense has a more simple gameplay. With the problem of too many scammers and bots, but Telantric did say that he'll be working to ban all of these accounts. But as for Skibi Defense, it's much more complex. And must I say, the soundtracks are absolutely peak. I'm uncertain, but there might also be scammers since they added the trading plaza not too long ago. But of course, it has way less scammers because Skibi Defense Legend is 1/10 of Skibi players. Anyway, moving on to their history. Well, Toilet Tower Defense has one of the best history in any game I've played. It started out bad, but has gotten way better update by update. It even got copyrighted once, and I was worried lol. As for Skibi Defense, there isn't much history. It pretty much went from good to even better. Not gonna lie, it stayed the same, but with more game mode and units. So Toilet Tower Defense gets a point. And last but not least, their creativity. TTD had great names for their event units for the first few events, but it kinda died off in the summer event. As for Skibi Defense, I love their creativity. All three of these units have very cool names as well as models. My favorite being the Alliance DJ. And no, it's not because of the 3G Adius Max Onion. I meant women. It's actually because of the absolutely gas music. Take a listen. And looks like we have a tie here. Yeah, and I can agree with it. Both games are extremely good. I recommend you try both to see which fits you better. But yeah, this is the end of the video. If there was something you didn't like or I said wrongfully, then make sure to comment your thoughts. Also like and sub, this took me 18 hours. Okay, bye.